everybody, Cool No Manga here, right now reviewing Hunter x Hunter 2011, episode 68. This week, we got a pretty decent episode. Other than that, I can't give it any higher of a rating, any lower of a rating. It was a decent episode. Not much happened. It was slower paced than a lot of the other episodes that we've had in the Greed Island arc. But, oh well, it was decent. I liked it. It added a few extra parts here and there that weren't seen in other versions. I liked that. That was cool. But the episode mainly focuses on the group of 15 and Killua and Biscuit realizing that they can't beat the challenge and get the card with the group of 15 they have currently. And then Gon, Killua, Biscuit, and that Goru guy meeting up with Hisoka. So, the episode starts out where it left off last week. You got the group of 15 entering the tavern, and immediately, you see some pirates or some guys with, their little hats, their little pom-pom, little fuzzball hats. That's cool. And they immediately, asked the group of 15, what are you doing here? The group of 15 says, we're going to ask you to leave this town. The big pirate in the middle just says, haven't heard that in a long time. Everyone starts laughing. The main theme, the opening comes in. Then after that, we see the big guy step into the center and draw a circle or a ring of fire with alcohol. Like you draw a circle with alcohol and then lights it on fire. And he states that the first, in order to get to see their boss, one of the members of the group of 15 will have to move him out of this circle. The first guy, a bald guy, steps up and he's like, if it's a battle of strength, then I'm the guy to go to. And he muscles up, he flexes, and strengthens his nen and his ten and whatnot. Killua is like, no, this guy has no chance of winning at all. Not if it takes him that long to get his ren the way it is. So the guy steps in the ring, and immediately he's taken out by the bigger pirate. The pirate takes the guy over to the edge of the flame, and this is what I like this, because he didn't do this in the other versions. He just kind of gripped him so hard that it was like he was crushing his ribs basically. But he takes the guy over to where the fire is, and he just lets his foot sit in it. And he doesn't let him go, even though the guy said he lost. So this anger's gone, and he kicks the fat guy in the head, I thought that was cool. But then the guy says, oh well, you lost because you stepped out. Anything goes in this. The only way you can lose this fight is if you step out of the ring. And since Gon jumped in, kicked the guy, and then stepped out of the ring, Gon's lost. Killua steps in and says, anything goes, right? Walks over to the bar, grabs some alcohol, breaks open the top, and jumps up towards the big guy's face, slathers his face with alcohol, and then uses electricity to ignite his face on fire. Just burns his face. The guy rams his face into a wall trying to put it out. The wall just cracks. And after the guy gets up, he tries to attack Killua, but one of the other pirates takes him out and says, no, you lost. It was your fight. Your rules, you lost. Gon, Killua, Biscuit, the group of 15, they end up going to meet Razor. Razor says, we will have a challenge. We will actually challenge you in games of sports. The first team of 15 to 8 wins. First up is boxing, and another one from the group of 15 steps up and says, well, then I'm up if it's boxing. And it ends up being an emission battle, and to no surprise, the Pirates come out victorious. At this point, Killua and Biscuit realize that they can't be doing this with this group. They have to get stronger people in order to beat Razor and the 14 Devils. So they end up blowing the rest of the rounds on purpose, and they leave things the way they are. The group end up departing, and they leave each other because the other groups decide that since they know the Bomber can't get 15 people, they have no problem. They have no worries about, he can't complete the game without this card. So without this card, no one's going to be able to get this card without, getting the 15 strongest players in the game. So they don't really have a problem with just letting this one card go. They'll get it the next time. They'll get it another time. They'll find another way to get the card. Gon, Killua, Biscuit, they all decide to stay on the hunt for better players. Goru comes over and he's like, yo, I'm down to look for better players too. I realized that they weren't good enough either, and I didn't even show my full strength. So they end up looking for Chrollo Lucifer because they think he's got to be the strongest player in the game. They teleport to Lucifer using a company, and surprise, surprise, it's Hisoka. Naked, in the middle of a pond, what up? Just chilling there. Biscuit's all like, yeah. Then, Goro's like, yo, who the hell is this perv? Who the hell is this guy? After a few, questions from Gon and whatnot, we find out that Hisoka has told Biscuit, Gon, and Killua that he's looking for Chrollo Lucifer to tell him about a Nen Purger. But Biscuit knows that he's lying. And Killua seems to think that he has already found the troop. However, later in the episode, Hisoka fools Killua by using his pansy gum, well, his bungee gum, whatever, to change the names on his book, or on his list and book, so that it doesn't reveal that he is met with other Phantom Troop members. This makes Killua think that Hisoka is actually still looking for the thing that he's come to Greed Island to Greed Island for, when in fact he is done with Greed Island and he's just killing time because he's bored. The episode ends with Gon, Killua, and Biscuit, Hisoka, Goru going to find Tetsugera, who happened to be in Hisoka's binder. They use the company, and that is the end of the episode. So, overall, decent episode. I like the little extra scenes. I liked the guy just, holding the guy's foot over the flame. That was cool. I liked, I guess, other than that, I didn't really like anything else particularly more than the other. But, yeah, those two parts with, the part with the flame on the foot, that was cool. And then, the added scenes with, the random game encounters in the City of Love, that was cool too. I guess you're getting more of a feel that's a game But whatever. It's a game for hunters, so I don't really care. Other than that, not much happened in this episode other than the fact that, we saw the group of 15 get their asses kicked. Straight up. We found out that those guys are nowhere near the league of Gon and Killua and Biscay. And, we also found out that Biscay is able to, tell if you're lying because she's been a liar for so long that she just knows liars. But other than that, nothing really happened this episode. It was okay for the most part, but it's getting a decent because, I liked it. I didn't mind it, as I was watching it, there were certain parts that I thought could have been better. No, there was no parts that could have been better, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, no. When they walked in to see Razor, they had so many guys in there, man. That was awesome. Everyone, in the original, there was a few guys in there, the last of the pirates, and then there was Razor right at the back, okay? In this, there's bunch of pirates everywhere. They're all working out, doing their thing in sports and whatnot. There must have been at least 20 to 30 guys there. And then you got Razor just killing it, being a beast. And you know what? I like Razor's voice. So, I like that whole scene. It was cool. The Hisoka scene was gay as hell, but I loved it in the non-homo way. I loved it. What can I say? Now that I'm thinking about it, it was a good episode. It was a decent ass episode. I can't give it a grade because there was no way it was great, but it was decent as hell. And yeah, so the beginning of the episode, I liked how it just stopped, right as he's haven't heard that in a while, and then all the pirates start laughing. You just see the faces of Gon, Killua, and all the rest of the 15, and then bam, right to the title. That was cool. I like that. I like the transitions for the most part. In this anime, I like transitions between beginning theme and ending theme. Usually, they are great. And the ending to this, at this point, I wanted it not to end when the ending came. So, yeah, it was a decent-ass episode. What else can I say? It was a decent-ass episode. I got one more thing, man. I'm hating the goddamn Greed Island tutorial. I want to slap some... it's so lame. The Greed Island tutorial is so lame. It's almost as lame as the Huncyclopedia, yeah. Oh my god. Why are they still making this kind of crap? I thought they were gonna give a bunch of insight on other cards and shit. But they're just not doing nothing. They're just showing garbage shit. Does anyone even care about it now? I mean, if it gave you some valid information that actually meant something, But there's nothing. Every week it's just I want to see something about one of the cards that's in the episode, and it's a card that I've already learned every single thing about through the manga and through the fucking the old anime, so... But anyways, other than the fucking Greed Island tutorial shit with Gon and Killua, I hate that. I honestly hate it now. This was a decent episode, and I'm done because there's nothing really more for me to talk about. Next week, Tetsugera, they're gonna be jumping up and shit, jumping to the sky. Gonna pwn him out basically because, Tetsugera's a bitch. As we all know, Tetsugera's a bitch. Well, some of you don't know, but I know, Tetsugera's a bitch. You may think he's awesome. No, he's a bitch. You saw in the preview. You already saw like they just jump like completely above him, and he's just like, my best jump isn't even that high, and that was their first jump ever. So, anyways, cool now manga. Peace out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. You know the drill. Adios.